There's so many different faces of IBM that you really don't feel like you are ever disenfranchised because you feel like you are really part of the fabric of the firm.
I think it's about getting the best people, to work with the company, and at the same time, have those people support each other in their diversity, in their similarities and differences.
Yes, IBM is the first company where I'm completely out of every closet. I feel I got a lot of support from my company, not only as an LGBT person, but also as a single mom. The possibility to balance my work life with my family life, it allowed me to go through difficult times as a family, and people from my team cared what my situation is.
When I was hired in, the people that were recommending me and the people that were hiring me knew that I was transgender. They'd known me before my transition. And when I came in, it really wasn't an issue.
It's important that people get a sense as to who I am and not just see me as kind of the IBM consultant, but as a person that they can connect with and they can come to with different issues.
At work, I am a delivery analyst and I work with statistics. And at home, I am a mother to my daughter and I am a partner to my dearest Mar. And we work very hard to make a loving and caring family among us three.
I am a former Marine, an activist for LGBT, especially transgender rights. I have a family. I bike a lot. I build models with my son. My kids are all Eagle Scouts. My third one just got Eagle Scout. And I'm a technical seller for IBM. That's my life.
Something that I found particularly helpful is getting to know other LGBT employees who may work in completely different divisions, but there's a sense of unity, and IBM as a corporation fosters that.
A business resource group is basically a voluntary group of people coming together towards a common cause, or they are a common demographic within IBM. I am with the LGBT plus business resource group here in the Philippines.
And it's a way for IBM employees to get together and really make sure that IBMers have a voice internally.
It was a different kind of support because it was people who could understand me and support me at a different level. They had a different level of consciousness also about all the issues, and sometimes of the issues I face it outside of work. I just feel at ease. I feel I can just relax and be myself, and I don't need to be second-guessing myself all the time.
Within IBM, I'm helping to develop a training program for managers to understand the issues facing a transgender employee. There's a lot of issues outside of work that might be impacting them at work that a manager needs to be aware of and understanding of.
We should set an example for each other and help each other thrive, pull each other up. So our role models are LGBT plus IBMers who are top performers. The great thing about our role models is, of course, there's that professional networking. You actually get to have a direct line towards the out executives. You can get mentorship, you can get advice, a lot of more opportunities open up for you.
When I first started working at IBM, it took me some time to believe that all these policies and all these programs and all these groups for diversity were more than just words. But as I got to know the people in there and the culture, I realized that there was actually work being done to make things better.
IBM was one of the first companies that actually spelled out non-discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation policies, and then later on they added gender identity and expression. And they also were one of the first to provide domestic partner benefits in the US. And I thought that was very forward-thinking of IBM to have already considered all of that.
They've taken a large institutional stance on a lot of issues. They came out in favor of same-sex marriage. It meant a lot that the firm was openly supportive of the LGBT community.
From a business perspective, it's important because otherwise you have people wasting a lot of energy and a lot of time into hiding who they are or into making themselves acceptable. And that is time and energy that they could be using for themselves to grow, to learn, and even to make a better job.
It's important for people to live in an environment where they're not afraid of being who they are and they're not afraid of speaking their mind. Not every place on the world is like that, and not every company is like that. I feel completely accepted here